In this video, we're going to be talking about why bloodbending is so dangerous. Make sure to stay throughout the whole video because with bloodbending actually comes other abilities which will be explained throughout the video, so make sure you get all the information before you head out. So let's start off with when we're introduced with the concept of bloodbending. So this happened during season 3 episode 16 of Avatar The Last Airbender, and this episode basically starts out with an older woman called Hama, which we later find out is a bloodbender and has a thing for attacking the local town during a full moon. Hama, which is the main antagonist of this episode, was actually a southern water tribe villager which was taken away due to her ability to waterbend, which is in fact the same reason why Katara's mom was actually taken away, which is pretty sad since her mom wasn't actually the waterbender, Katara was. So in the woods, Hama decides to expose herself to Katara and show her her bloodbending abilities. So the reason Hama gave for actually attacking the village is due to the fact that they're Fire Nation. Hama equates any Fire Nation people to the same people who took her and her culture away. After this is revealed, Katara is actually given a choice to either learn to bloodbend or to go against Hama. The craziest part about this is that although Hama reveals that she's a bloodbender and attacks Katara, Katara never actually learned how to bloodbend from Hama. Katara, being the great waterbender she is, actually learned this in combat with Hama so that Aang and Sokka wouldn't hurt themselves due to Hama's control, which is a great reason why I think Katara is literally the best waterbender there is, but I could save that for another video. So now that we know the origins of how we were introduced to this subcategory of bending, it's a good idea to mention all the bloodbenders that we know throughout the Legend of Korra as well as Avatar The Last Airbender. So the list of characters that know bloodbending are Katara, Hama, Yakone, Tarlock, and Noatak. Later on throughout the Legend of Korra, we actually figure out that Noatak becomes Amon and gains another ability from bloodbending, which is one of the main points of this video. So we know for a fact that bloodbending is the art of controlling the water inside our veins, arteries, and various different body parts. People can be controlled and killed at will with this ability. Not only can you do this with bloodbending, but it actually enhances overall waterbending capabilities. So in the original Avatar series, you see that this ability can only be performed during a full moon due to the enhancement that the moon gives to all waterbenders. So the first person to actually prove that you don't need a full moon to bloodbend is Katara. Katara actually bloodbended one of the generals who took away her mom during a southern water tribe raid to try and seek out revenge for her mother. In the Legend of Korra, Yakone, which is Noatak and Tarlock's father, was also aware of this ability during the full moon. Yakone trained his children to surpass the need for a full moon in order to bloodbend, which is absolutely insane. Not only are they literally children, but they're able to master an ability to control someone else without the need of a super boost from the moon. Keeping this in mind, we can safely say that while training under the moon's presence, gaining the experience of relying on your own power instead of the moon's, and thus increase your own power simply by pushing your limits. If you are able to learn bloodbending during a full moon, enhance your waterbending abilities. The same could be said for other abilities with waterbending. While knowing what it's like to be so powerful, you can actually start to draw that power out by yourself instead of siphoning it from another source. Which is why I know that when you can bloodbend, you can also enhance or create more abilities, and we do have proof for this. Let's talk about one of the main points of my video, which is Amon, the character from Legend of Korra. So Amon is a civil rights activist that pushes the agenda that non-benders are actually oppressed. As we know, Amon is actually Yakone's son, Noatak, so he actually has the ability to bloodbend, which is also why he has enhanced abilities due to training under the moon, by then figuring out how to siphon that power from himself. Because of the mastery of bloodbending, he is actually able to figure out a way to block chi points in order to take away someone's bending, which we find out in season 1 of The Legend of Korra. This actually proves by being able to bloodbend, you can then enhance your waterbending abilities. So bloodbending is one of the enhanced abilities I'm talking about, but there's actually another one. This is going to be called psychic bloodbending or psychic waterbending. So this is waterbending without the use of any limbs and with minimal movement. The only people who are actually capable of this are Yakone, Noatak, and Tarlock. The ability is so dangerous that Yakone was actually able to overpower Aang without even lifting a finger, which is why Aang had to take away his bending. But with bloodbending and training under the moon, we can definitely see water bending abilities being enhanced. Now I'm sure there's various other examples of this happening throughout the series, but that's all I can come up with. Let me know if you guys have any other comments in the comment section below so we can further discuss this. Have a great day. See you guys in the next one. Peace.